Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 things you can do this summer with your kids that does not include electronics. Now, my inspiration behind this video is because husband and I have decided that the kids are going to have a 90s summer, and that just means that, you know, back in the 90s, you had cartoons in the morning and then it switched to adult shows and was boring, so the kids went outside and played. You know, you might have one show in the evening with your parents or something, but there really wasn't a lot of games and there wasn't a lot of electronic time. So that's kind of our goal this summer, is to get back to the 90s and just have very limited electronic time. So I wanted to share a story with you that kind of inspired this, because the kids' last couple of days of school, they had themed days. I don't know if your kids do that. It's pretty fun. But one of the days was camping day, and I volunteered to be a, sorry, cat's on the tripod. I volunteered to be a parent to come in and help with one of the games. So my station was a board game where you rolled the dice and then you move that many steps, and then in the square that you landed on, you have to read the camping word, and then the first one to get to the end wins. I really got to see a lot of this generation's I don't want to say drawbacks, but like what they struggle with, and attention span and being able to lose is not one of them. The kids couldn't sit still. One kid, they rolled a 1 2 times in a row for their turn, and they had a complete meltdown. Like, they were in the corner throwing things and screaming at the top of their lungs, and everybody's just ignoring it because he rolled a 1. I'm like, wow, you know, and you hear about this new generation, Gen Alpha is the one that my kids are in, and just how there being terrors at school, and I really got to experience that. And you know, I want better for my kids, and I didn't realize the damage that it was causing. I didn't realize the amount of it until I really was in that classroom and I got to see 20 kids and how they exposed to all of them. So, and you know, obviously some kids are better than others. This is not every parent, everywhere, every household, but as a whole, as a generation, I can really see the struggles that they're having. So I want better for my kids, and I know I can do it. It just requires me to be a little proactive and kind of to be really there with them for the first couple weeks, and then they will have the skills to be able to entertain themselves, hopefully. So this is just a video on ideas that I have that you can get your kids away from the electronics this summer. We also have an I'm bored list on our big family whiteboard, and if their kids come up to you, I'm bored, you're like, go to the I'm bored list, and we have a list of all things they can do that are not electronics, that they're like, oh yeah, I can play with my Legos, and they go and do that, because sometimes they just can't think of what to do because their first thought is electronic. So if you give them a visual of something else they can do, then they can, I feel like, go from not electronics to whatever that plaything is a lot better, if that makes sense. I'm going to be outside today enjoying the beautiful Montana sunrise. The kids and husband are still sleeping for now. Let's see how long that lasts. So one of the hardest things about being a parent nowadays is learning the balance between technology, electronics, and go outside and have fun and get away from the TV time. So I'm going to be giving you my 10 things you can do this summer with your kids that don't include electronics. If you're new to the channel, my name is Carolina. Please give me a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I really appreciate it, and every comment and like goes a long way. Thank you guys. And for number 1 of things you can do inside is play board games. I feel like board games are very old-fashioned and don't really get played as a family anymore. You don't sit down and play a family board game. So the first board game that I'm going to recommend is chess. Now, I'm going to be using A&A's chess board. This is a fantastic chess board to definitely start your kids with when you want to learn chess. It comes with magnetic pieces, so they're not easy to lose. It also has a very nice foldable storage case, so the kids will actually be into putting the chessboard away because they get to put the pieces up where they go, and it's kind of like a little OCD fix that they get to do this. It folds up nice, and it's great for storage and for portability if you want to take it anywhere with you, like to the park. Maybe you can challenge someone else at the park to a game of chess. Chess is really good for kids. It teaches them about patience, it teaches them strategic planning, because they're not just planning their first move, but the moves after that. And it teaches them to sit still and have patience and longer attention span. I would say attention span is one of the biggest struggles with kids. So being able to sit down and play a game of chess is really good for their attention span. Now, when I'm playing with the kids, I don't let them win, but there's times where I'll be like, oh, I could get your king. Why don't you redo that? And I'll let them redo moves. But I always say when they are going to win, they have to actually beat me. I'm not going to let them win. And that's another good thing for kids, is not letting them win. Let them feel the defeat of losing, you know? Here's one kid right now. Come here, Gideon, and say hi. Here I was hoping they would sleep in. No.
Hi.
Why aren't you sleeping in? It's summer.
I can't sleep in today.
You can't sleep in today? You having a good summer?
Yes.
Yeah. We were just talking about the chessboard. Do you like the new chessboard?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have a favorite piece of chess? Like, who's your favorite piece? What's your favorite player?
King.
The king?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty great, huh? I would say I like the knight. Do you know which one the knight is?
Yes.
Which one?
Horse.
The horse. Good job. Yep. So I like the knight because he makes unique moves. So maybe after this we'll play some chess together. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I love you.
Love you.
All right. So we'll have one running around here. But I have a link down below to A&A's chessboard. If you're looking for one, this is the perfect one to start playing with your kids and, you know, learn the game of chess. It'll be so good for all of you guys. So board games is a great indoor activity to do with your kids, but also to have them do by themselves. Like, there's, you know, maybe play the game with them a first couple of times, but then it'll be like, all right, you guys know how to play, do it yourself. I'll say that mama's not available right now. You guys have to find something to do that doesn't include mama. And then my second idea for what you can do inside that doesn't involve electronics is cooking and baking. I know it seems like you're already getting anxiety thinking about having your kids in the kitchen with you, but if you pick a recipe that's kid friendly and you know going in that this is just for the kid to learn, it's not to give to anybody, you know, it gives both you and the kid the ability to make mistakes and to it not be perfect, and that's okay. And that's kind of what you need to introduce kids into the kitchen, is not to let them feel like one little mistake is going to keep them from being able to do it. They need to be able to make mistakes in the kitchen, and it's so fun to be able to get in there, and it really is magical to be able to take all these raw ingredients, put them together, add some heat, poof, you got a delicious treat. So get in the kitchen and cook and bake with your kids some. It'll be a great experience for both of you guys. Number 3 on my list of what you can do inside is coloring and crafts. There are lots of deals going on where if you get like one craft, one of those STEAM projects, you can get another one 50% off. Amazon has lots of different craft ideas. I recently ordered the kids paracord to do some art projects with. Like, I saw one on Pinterest that is a snake you can make, and then you add googly eyes.
What?
He doesn't know about it yet. Yeah. So I'm checking out different crafts to do with my kids, and also something that once you teach it to them, they can do by themselves, because that's the ultimate goal, is do stuff by yourself. Get away from mama, you know? So that is one thing that I'm introducing to my kids, and not only because it teaches them a skill, a craft, something to do, but also it's something that they can, one, give to their friends for presents or gifts of admiration and stuff, and 2, it's something that maybe they can sell. It'd be like, hey, the kids are doing craft projects, is anybody would like to buy this? Paracord is a very popular, but you can make bracelets and stuff out of it. So that's one thing that I'm going to be doing with my kids, is introducing paracord crafts to them. There are also adult coloring books that you can do to color with your kids too. That's always really fun. Number 4 that you can do inside would be making a fort. Do you guys remember making forts back in the day? You take your couch apart and you use all of it, or you use part of it with a big blanket and you make this fort and you have this light and you're in there. And so, you know, make a fort with your kid. I think it would be good to go back into the childhood days, and you get in there, you can have snacks in there, make a little picnic, you guys can read, you can tell scary stories. Having a fort is just kind of like the base to start the imagination and the creativity flowing from your kids. So use different blankets, different pillows, you know. Do you guys have a favorite fort technique or things that you use? Let us know in the comments below, so we'll have some good ideas on how to make the best fort. And idea number 5 for what you can do inside with your kids is going to the library. The library is something that you do have to go to it, but it is an indoor activity, and we have one here in Missoula that is amazing. It goes out of its way to provide for the kids. It has fun little activities, plus it has unlimited book checkouts. They also have movies or DVDs that you can check out.
They have a playground.
They have a playground. We just recently went to the library, and I want to share that trip with you guys. So let's jump over to the library and let's see what ours has to offer. This whole place on her. This is nice. Wow, that's cool. This is all in the library. Like they got the M on the mountain to match the M on the mountain in Missoula. Pretty cool, huh? Look at that. There's a trail. You see the zigzag? That's actually a hiking trail you can take to go all the way up. It's called the M Trail. We haven't done that yet. Hey, don't put your hands on there. Someone's got to clean it. Look at the library. Reading hive. Here, you guys go in there again.
Okay. Spider-Man?
Conrad, get in. Oh, will you lose your shoe?
Hello.
Your cheese.
Cheese.
That's a good picture.
Can I see it?
Yep. Ooh, look at x-rays.
Oh, look at that. Whoa, 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 mama.
Wow.
Wait, I think you're supposed to put it on here. Oh, mama, look.
Yeah?
Oh my.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Oh, look, there's like Geki.
Geki.
Yeah. Look at its tail.
This was from the food thing.
Yeah, one of those things that was at the food bank too. Sure. Ooh, and look at this here. Wow. Hey, don't buy my stuff up. That is awesome. All different ideas, you can build stuff. I wonder if this is new too.
No, this isn't new.
It's not?
That's not new. Yeah, it's in a different place. Remember, you have to do this. Yeah,
Yep.
you have to let go. Whoa.
Oh, that's smart, Conrad. Wow, that was cool.
How come it isn't? Oh, give me that. It's like a powder.
Another thing we do when we're out and about is stop at stores, and to help get the kids' fix of toys without actually buying toys, we like to go and take pictures of toys that they will want for either Christmas or their birthday, depending on what's closer, and we put that on their birthday list, and they kind of get to window shop without actually spending any money. Now, I know not every library is going to be like the ones we have. Do you guys have some fun feature about your library? Let us know. But the kids absolutely love it, and we're setting ourselves up for at least once a week library day that we're going to go there, and we'll plan on spending a couple of hours there. Now, it's something that I would still like to continue once the kids get back in school. So maybe we can go once a week still and go hit up our local library. So get your kids into reading. Reading is so good for them, and I know it's kind of frustrating to sit down there and get them flowing, but once they start going, they absolutely love it. And you know, reading saved me as a kid. I drowned myself in books and stories, and you know, it's so good for them. So get your kids to your local library. You won't regret it. All right, now we are going to talk about what you can do with your kids outdoors. Ah, the cat, sorry. Come here, Socks. Now we're going to talk about 5 things you can do with your kids that are outdoors. Number 1, hit up your local swimming pool. We have one here that we still need to go to that is open to the public. There are also lots of indoor swimming that you could do if outdoor isn't your thing. Around here, there's lots of rivers, ponds, lakes that we can go to get the kids in there. Usually a shade for mom to go set up, get yourself a book, read over there in the shade while the kids play in the mud, build themselves some sand castles, you know. Get out there and explore water. Feeling the sand beneath your feet and water flowing through your fingers is so good for you and the kids. So my number 1 suggestion is to find some place to go swimming this summer. Number 2, another physical activity would be going on a hike or going on a walk. There are lots of trails here in Montana, and I haven't been the best at exploring, even though Montana is beautiful. So that is my goal this summer, is to get out there and do at least 1 hike a week on a new trail or the same trail if we really like it, and just get out there and really explore. Oh no. It's okay. Well, our coffee down. Good thing it wasn't hot. Well, now my butt smells like coffee. Okay. Anyway, get out there and explore where you live, the nature, what's so great about your country and your state that you live in that you can go out and show your kids, you know. So go on hikes, go on walks. Lots of times there could be like free museums and stuff that you can go to. So check out your local sites about what you could even type in like free or cheap things to do in blah 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 area, and it'll bring up a bunch of ideas for you. Third thing that you can do with your kids outside is start a garden. We have a little planter box here that we started, and then we also have some beds in the back. We have tomatoes, we have this is a habanero pepper growing, we have herbs. So starting a little garden with your kids, 1, introduces them into food and where it comes from and how it works, and 2, it'll really get them more interested in trying new things. If they could actually watch a tomato grow and see it ripen and then get to eat it, it's really great for kids to be able to experience food in a new light by growing it. So start a garden, you know, even if it's just lettuce, 1 tomato plant and some basil. Like, get out there and start a garden so kids can start getting introduced to how food works, how it grows, the science behind growing food, you know. And number 4, things you can do outside that don't include electronics is going to a farmer's market. We are very fortunate to have several farmer markets here throughout the area. Every little town seems to have one on themselves, and then we have 2 big cities. We have Missoula on one side and Hamilton on the other that do fantastic farmers markets. The kids and I like to go at least once a month during the summer. Farmers are selling fresh produce, there's bakeries selling homemade goodies, there's kids with crafts selling there or supporting their family business. There's raw milk. I've seen people sell like raw goat's milk or cow's milk. That's just another thing that the farmers market offers. They also have an animal balloon stand, so you can get different types of animals and stuff made. So it's just really fun. I usually give the kids $10, and that's what they have to buy what they want, and if they don't spend it all, then they get to keep it and add it to their piggy bank. And number 5 things that you can do with your kids outdoors is go to a park. There are so many parks out there. I know with ours, they also have a splash pad where it has water coming out of it, and it's completely free. You just go there, you can play in the water. Ours also has a skateboard park connected to the park. So there's lots of times there's guys out there skateboarding, or they have their scooters, and we have a kid who's interested in learning how to skateboard. So that's one thing that we did. We have an old skateboard. I think with the way that he's using it, he might be due for a new one for his birthday coming up this summer. But they're just, you know, getting out there and getting physically active, or just being outside enjoying nature. So I want to share a trip with you that we took to our local park. So let's hop in the van and let's head to the park.
Get a video of the dogs?
Yeah.
Come on, boys, let's go. I love weeding.
That's good. Picking up skateboarding, Gideon?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
picking up speed too.
Yeah?
Can I jump from here to there?
Let's see.
No, I cannot. Here I go.
Good job, skateboard.
What?
It didn't fall at all.
Oh, shoot. Now let's let Giddy try.
Well, you need to be doing it with your helmet, Gideon. Because if you fall, you're going to hit your head really hard.
Daddy, go get my helmet. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Oh my gosh. Somebody lost their hair.
Mama, look at ginormous one.
Whoa. Is it dead?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still alive. Why don't you move it onto the dirt? It's going to die right there. Maybe by the tree over here.
I think it got ran over.
You think so? Well, maybe he'll survive over here. Right there, right next to the mushrooms. There you go, Wormy. I hope you make it.
What did you just do to that wood?
We put him over here by the mushrooms.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Woods are a part of nature, right?
They are. Yep, they help the ground.
So we just saved nature. Some people even put them in the gardens. Now can you take a picture of my lollipop?
Yep.
Some people, like me, capture them. Oh. I'm scared. Hello.
Hi.
Mama, give me a countdown from please.
3, 2, 1.
Go! Let's twisted my skateboard.
All right, let's try again.
Give him elbow pads.
Yeah, he needs elbow pads.
It also said knee pads.
Uh-oh. Someone else littered? Well, let's pick it up.
Oh, so close, Gideon.
Good job, buddy.
Now let's try it on here. So we try it on here.
It could be.
Oh, wait. I just got a good idea. What? What is it? I remember on skateboarding down here. I remember when he did that. When all of us did it. I'm okay. My back.
You okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't want to have any sweets today anyway. Cookie!
My lollipop.
Cookie! Oh, Kobe's
Can I see it?
scared. Kobe! Can you hold this?
What? What? Who are you barking? What's that? Random wig here. Here's your good boy. Good job, Conrad. I'm ready. Good job, buddy.
On the wall!
Your noise. Whoa.
Well, sitting there, there was a spider web.
There's a bald eagle. Oh, there we go. It's a bald eagle there. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
On the ground.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Wasn't that so fun? I love seeing the kids outside and just enjoying nature and being able to experience all that the world has to offer. Like Montana here is so beautiful and we love being outdoors. being in an area that it's not humid. I originally come from Missouri, so it makes a huge difference. I feel like I really can enjoy being outside just by being in a place that I enjoy being, that I love living. You know, I feel like we came here on vacation and 5 years later we haven't left. Take some time to go outside and do things with your kids this summer. It's really important for our kids to not be so consumed by electronics, and electronics are helpful and they can be a good tool and they can provide us entertainment, but they also can cripple us in a lot of ways. So we're gonna try and break the habit of just giving our kids electronics so we can chill or have some downtime without them being up our butts. Trust me, I get it, it's hard. You can do it though. It's good for you, it's good for the kids, and make this summer a non-electronic summer. Where, like I said, we're going back to the 90s this summer. Well guys, thanks for coming along and checking out my top 10 things you can do with your kids this summer that don't include electronics. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time on Mama Beards.